We have another modern woman and just their situation, just how much delusion is out here with the modern women. Let's view it.
Modern day women are seriously delusional, and they're giving women in general, especially in America, a really bad rap, and I'm kind of tired of it.
Yes, they are. They're really hurting a lot of y'all who really want a man.
They live on in this delusion and on this pedestal that they themselves have created, thinking that all they need is a pretty face and some good.
Yeah, a lot of them do think that way. And they find out the hard way that has no value to men because there's a lot of women out there that have that.
And that's it. They think that once they attract a man with their long blonde weave and their bat wings.
Oh boy, let me give a hand clap on that, man. That's that. I've been saying that. I mean, come on, man. Y'all doing too much. Y'all doing way too much. Some of y'all can't even close your eyes to some of these lashes.
That man is just going to stay devoted and committed to them. That he's going to spend all his money on her and pay all her bills and do all this stuff for her. Woman, you are seriously delusional. What do you think? A man is just a wallet to you?
Yes, a lot of them think a man is just a wallet to them. Yes, that's what it is. And a lot of these men are saying, hell no, I'm not in your wallet at all. I don't even got to give you crap. I work for mines. I'm not giving it to you. That would be dumb.
Men deserve to be catered to. Men deserve to be treated sometimes. Men deserve flowers. Men deserve to be taken on dates.
Well, I will say this much why I disagree. I don't want no flowers. I just rather have respect. I just rather have honor. Flowers to me is cooking a meal. Flowers to me is just, like I said, spending time with me. Flowers to me is, doing what my wife do in the bedroom with me. That's enough flowers for me. That's what women get. No, I mean, as men, we're not asking for that in general. We really not.
Men deserve their feet rubbed. Men deserve for you to go out and buy them something on a random Tuesday.
I mean, yeah, your woman, let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a secret, ladies. If you want to buy your man something, just listen to things that he talk about in y'all conversation. He's not asking for anything. Just listen for it. One key that you can do, ladies, for your man is, let's say if he's discussing something from childhood and he's just having this conversation with you about something from childhood that he always loved or something that he lost from childhood, right? And stick that in your mind. And then when you want to give him something, go get him what he discussed in childhood that he lost, or that something that he always loved from his childhood that he haven't had in years, or just some place that he really wanted, like to go or wanted to go, or whatever. Just like women like when men do that, do the same thing with men. It shows that you were listening to him. It shows that you care about him enough to try to give something to him that he was always, wanting or desiring or haven't thought about since childhood. You know what I'm saying? Do that, instead of some random, cologne or something like that.
Whether it's flowers, some t-shirts, socks, drawers. Men deserve to be spoken positively to every morning. Give him some positive affirmations. Kiss his pineal gland.
Yeah, she's definitely right about that. There were studies that show that men that kiss their wives every day actually extend their lives by 5 years. Men who have a wife actually live longer. Single men die faster than men who have wives. This is why I'm a firm believer of men having a wife. I'm not for men just hot dicking all over the world. Not for that. I believe, when it comes to passport bros, it's about you finding a wife. It's not about you just getting a girlfriend. Because there are men who are scared of commitment, and I don't support those men at all. You need your wife. Statistically speaking, men make more money when they have a wife.
Pray for him. I'm really confused. These women out here want six-figured men.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also want them to be loving and caring and wear all these hats. But she thinks she only has to wear one, which is to look good.
Which means nothing. Because let me tell you about looks. Looks will fade because we all going to get older if we live long enough. So if your whole currency was looks, then what's going to have to happen is that means your man will have to trade you in for a younger model. That's why if you're thinking you obtained a man by looks and your looks is keeping him only, it's a short-lived window for you because you're going to hit the wall.
She doesn't have to do anything outside of looking good. She spent all her money getting her ass done, getting her lips plumbed, buying all those bundles of hair that isn't hers, spending all that money on the long claws to attract them.
Yep, them eagle talons that a lot of them walk around with. Like, why are you walking around with them eagle talons? Why? And why are some of you men dating these women like that? Because at the same time, it's some of your fault too. Because you still be walking around with these women with these eagle talons. There's certain lengths of nails that look good. You know, the almond shape is fine. I even if you got the pointed nails, it's still a certain length that still look good. I have no issue with women's nails getting done. I like the work of art that a lot of times these nail techs are doing. But it's a certain length that you have that make you look like you look classy or you look trashy.
But then you wonder why you can't keep him. You wonder why he's entertaining 3 other females. You wonder why he wants multiple wives. Because you yourself are inadequate. All you have is good, which plenty of women have, and a pretty face, which plenty of women have. You are not setting the tone in his life. You are not making yourself stick out from all the other women that are around him that he can also attract.
And didn't I say that in other videos? Haven't I said that? You got to stand out. You got to separate yourself from the pack. Look, this woman understands it.
You don't know how to be a wife, just a woman. See, wives, they cater to their men. They treat them. They take them on dates. They put the man on the pedestal.
And like, let's say me and my wife will be married 11 years here in a few days, right? Why have I been with my wife for going on 11 years? Because my wife treats me great. She treats me great. Yesterday I came home. I was dealing with some issues. And, you know, I told my wife, there's nothing to eat in here or whatever. She said, nah, I'm making this, making because my wife is baking. And my wife said, but nah, I can make you something. You want me to make you something because, so you eat something because I was just tired. And she got in there and made me something. And I didn't have to go searching for food. I didn't have to go get fast food. I didn't have to do anything. My wife is very supportive of what I do. My wife is not a jealous-minded woman. Anything that I lead, and she has no problem with my leadership. She tell other women, look, my husband is the leader in the household. I'm not me. I follow his leadership. She's a great mother, a great friend. I love my wife to death. And that's what men want. Men want that. I always say, I tell anybody that you get you a good woman, you stay with her. I was raised like that. Stay with your wife. Don't you go nowhere because these women out here ain't about word crap. You listening to what this woman's saying.
And the man is going to reciprocate that back naturally because she's treating him like a king. So he's only going to treat her like a queen. So modern women, sit down. Unlearn that ideology that's been spreading on YouTube and TikTok and IG. That's a false perception, or you're going to be lonely.
Yeah, and a lot of them are lonely, and that's why they upset, and that's why they gather, to certain YouTube channels out there that's just feeding them, a lot of poison. And, you know who those YouTube channels are. I don't have to name them. You know who they are. And the interesting part is even the people that's feeding them that poison, they don't even believe that themselves because they laid up with a black man too. But they'll get on YouTube all day and talk about how horrible black men are, right? They'll call them dusty all day. Yet they're in a dusty situation. They're not married either. But, I'm just saying. But, hey, it's a hustle for them. at that point, but at y'all expense. See, they love to try to talk about brothers who try to call out, you know, the hood rats and all of that, and talking about, oh, y'all making money off of the backs of hood rats and all of that. Say, what about the females that's making money off the backs of delusional women and women that can't get no man and keep feeding them poison where they'll never get a man? What about those women? They run up a check too. But yeah, a lot of these modern women are delusional. They are. And this is why a lot of men are saying, no, we're not putting up with it. They are moving with their feet. They're moving with their plane tickets and everything else they're moving with because they're not going to put up with it. Now, of course, as I've always said, women in America have the home field advantage, meaning you have access to these men. You just got to stand out. That's all. You have to let yourself be known. You have to let yourself say, hey, I'm out here. You know, this is me, etc. Right? You got to do that because you don't want these men who actually could be, you know, husband material to leave the country, because once they leave the country and they start finding out things over there, it's going to be hard to reel them back in. Even me, listen, I'm a married man, and just even getting a taste of outside of America and what you even deal with over there, and not even just people being freaking mean all the time. You can get used to that. And I'm a married man saying that. So what about if a man's single and he's out there trying to get women, and he's get to see the environment, and also he's meeting women as being more cooperative, as not telling them that they're transphobic for not wanting to date trans women and that sort of thing? What do you think is going to happen? But this is that modern American delusion. And like I say, that delusion is in all groups, not just in our community. I always say that because you got guys of all races saying the exact same thing. But y'all let me know what y'all think, what, you know, sis have to say here. You know, modern women, stop being delusional. I mean, you can continue with it, but don't be hating on the men when you just can't get a man because you chose that. Like I told y'all, these women choose that. They choose it. And you shouldn't feel bad for none of them when they get stuck in the situation.